all his names, dog.
Yeah, I'm dope. Yeah, I'm dope. Miss Badu, and I know where you came.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've been waiting for this day. It's been a minute, but we finally here. And I finally can give y'all another reaction to my boy, Tom Macdonald. Now, last time I reacted to my boy Tom, and I believe the other guy was Adam Calhoun. I forgot the name of the song. Y'all tore me up in the comments, bro. Y'all did not like what I had to say. The Tom Macdonald, Adam Calhoun stans came out in droves and tore my ass up. So, I'm going to try to be a little more open-minded. I thought I was completely open-minded last time I dove into this. I guess I was wrong. So I'm going to go into this a little bit more open-minded, a little bit more unbiased. This one is called Names. And this one, I honestly have no clue what to expect with this one. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. Don't expect me to hold back though. If you didn't like last video, odds are you're probably not gonna like this video. But give me a chance. I'm gonna give Tom a chance. Let's get it.
Label you with things till you're ashamed. You're a sexist or a racist, white supremacist or gay. They'll attack your reputation, claim that you're the one to blame, and try to make you hate yourself for ways that you behave. They're just
okay. I do like this. I'll give him this right off the rip. I like this. Imagine you were riding to work on the highway that you always ride on, you know what I'm saying, to work or whatever, and you see this.
Label you with things till you're ashamed. You're
on the billboard with the actual person kind of hanging up and shit. I don't know if you're trying to be like Jesus or whatever, hanging on the cross, but imagine seeing that riding out to work, you know what I'm saying? That is dope.
They're just names. Embrace them and they'll never cause you pain. They're just words that another person thought up in their brain. They're just names. They do not define you, that's insane, and they'll just call you something different if you change. Call me racist, I don't make...
Okay, my thing, I'm not trying to be too critical right off rip, but my thing about it's just names, you know, we've all heard, you know, when we were growing up, sticks and stones may break my bones, words may never hurt me, blah, blah, blah. But words do hurt, right? Like, it hurts because of the hateful intention behind that shit. When you look at some of these words are kind of more open to interpretation. Stupid, loser, trash, ugly. When you look at like transphobic, that's a hatred for trans people. When you look at racist, that's hatred for somebody that has a different skin color than you. When you see sexist, that's hatred for a different sex. You know what I'm saying? And it's not necessarily the words themselves, it's the hateful intention behind the words.
Call me racist, I don't make no BLM donations. I can stand with black folks without a branded corporation. All this systemic prejudice, if you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me...
Is that him saying that, or is that him quoting somebody saying that about privilege?
Folks without a branded corporation. All this systemic prejudice, if you live in this nation, you privileged, black or Caucasian. Call me trans...
Okay, so I was talking to my homie the other day about that shit, and I was, you know, criticizing certain things with America and politics or whatever, and he said, "Oh, what other country would you be able to do this? What other country could you say that in or whatever?" And I said, I don't know, honestly. I may be privileged to a certain extent to be able to speak so freely and to criticize my country like that, but that's exactly it. I had the freedom of speech to criticize my country, and it's because I've fucked with America and I've lived in America for so long. It's the only thing I know. I'm gonna criticize that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's usually the things that we love the most, that we criticize the most because we love them the most. You know what I'm saying? America's fucking up. Don't get it twisted. It has been fucking up most of my life. You know what I'm saying? But it is, in theory, a great country. You know what I'm saying? It's just being ran like shit, in my opinion.
I just can't ignore the very basics of biology. All I see is men and women trying to live in harmony. Not 100 genders that you wanna be. Call me snowflake.
Why are you so pressed about it? I bet I'm pausing this so much and shit, but my thing is, why are you so pressed about it? You know what I'm saying? He said men and women living in harmony. But like, okay, even if there is 100 genders, like you say or whatever, why can't they all live in harmony and shit without you, being so pressed about it and shit? That's my hold up.
Mad because they voted for the POTUS with the most hate. Man, I miss the old days. Call me loser, call me bigot, call me stupid, call me bitter.
I want to know what you mean when you say the old days, because when I hear a lot of people mention the old days, and I'm not saying you, when I hear a lot of people talk about the old days, is back when, you know, blacks couldn't vote, women couldn't vote, people had a lot less rights than they do now. It's back when, you know, there's segregation and shit, when we had to drink out of different water fountains, go to different bathrooms, that type of shit. Back when you could beat your wife and that was the thing to do. When people talk about the old days, that's what they're usually referring to. Again, not Tom. But when I hear the old days, that's where my mind goes.
Call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me triggered. You can call me what you want. Cause
they call me doucher? Call me doucher?
Bitter, call me ugly, call me cracker, call me doucher, call me triggered. You can call me what you
Hey,
want.
doucher just won a Santa Claus's reindeer that got forgotten about.
Call me cracker, call me doucher, call me triggered. You can call me what you want, cause at the end of the day, man, they're just names.
Go ahead and call us names, dog. Do your thing.
We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before.
Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain.
Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore.
Go ahead and call us.
Call his names, dog.
Call me conservative or liberal, Republican or Democrat. I'm somewhere in the middle, but y'all don't know what to do with that. The system got you so obsessed with classifying right or left. You never call a person human, call them names instead. Call me sex.
Okay. That might be my favorite Tom Macdonald bar that I've ever heard, bro. I'm not even trolling. I fuck with that because a lot of people I talk to, when I talk about politics and shit, I'll be like, you know, when Trump was in office, I'm like, oh man, fuck Trump, he's a piece of shit. And automatically they'd be like, oh, so fucking Hillary, oh, you voting for, oh, fucking Biden, you must be voting for, no. Just because I don't fuck with this person doesn't mean I do fuck with this person. It's fuck them both. You know what I mean? So I fuck with him when he's saying, you know, liberal or Democrat or whatever. I'm somewhere in the middle. They don't know what to do with that because honestly, they don't.
Call me sexist. Men run the world because they're aggressive. But behind every man, there's a woman just as successful. We will never be equal in every way that ain't helpful. Our differences are why we're great together. Call me white devil.
You can still be equal and different at the same time. Those aren't mutually exclusive things, Tom.
Call me white devil. I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me.
Huh?
My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never struggled to survive. I guess we ain't agree.
Hold up. Is this some growth from Tom?
Benefits from the slavery. I know you think the system favors me. My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery.
My privilege is residual benefits from the slavery. Okay, that's facts.
Subconscious prejudice embedded in the system made for me. Don't mean I never.
Subconscious prejudice embedded in this world.
In the system made for me.
System
Don't mean
made
I
for
never
me.
struggled to survive. I guess we ain't agree. Ignorant.
That's facts, but like, how can you say that and have that much awareness about benefiting from that type of shit and still systemically benefiting from that stuff and still come out and say,
I never struggled to survive. I guess we ain't agree. Ignorant.
say, oh, but I never, you can't say I never struggled to survive. We're not saying that, bro. Those are two completely different things. Systemic privilege, and then on the other side, systemic, racism, systemic, all that type of shit against blacks is way different than you just having to struggle because, you're poor or whatever. Those are two completely different things.
Ignorant and jaded, call me dumb, uneducated, call me idiot or redneck or delusional or crazy, call me anything society has taught you to say, cause at the end of the day, they're just names.
Go ahead and call us names, dog.
Oh, he took off the tape. Oh, shit.
Your sticks and your stones.
What I say earlier.
Bones, but your words don't hurt.
So give me your worst.
Stupid,
Damn.
loser,
Chill.
moron, liar, crazy, loner.
Go ahead and call us names, dog.
That's not the word that ended in ER that I thought he was going to say. I'm going to be honest.
Loner. Do your thing. We ain't tripping cause we heard it all before.
Give a damn about the names, dog. We feel no pain.
Your words ain't gonna hurt
Oh,
us
they
anymore.
offended. They leaving. They say, who the fuck? He said, whose man's is this?
Your words ain't gonna hurt us anymore.
Go ahead and call us names.
Fucking Ron, I almost said Ron Jeremy. The motherfucker from Harry Potter. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Ron Ron Weasley. That's what I'm trying to say.
Give a damn about the names, dog.
All right. Let's sum this up. First of all, like I said at the beginning of the video, words do hurt because people have hurtful intentions behind those words 99.9% of the time. You know what I'm saying? I understand where he was trying to go. There was a few things in there that I did agree with when he got in the politic bag, talking about, you know, left or right. I'm in the middle. They don't know what to do with us, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, listening to it, I just kept thinking, like, how many times are you going to be talking about the same things? You know what I'm saying? Basically, he talks about the same stuff. He just repackages it in a completely different way. Tom Macdonald might be, if we're comparing him to like fast food restaurants and shit, Tom Macdonald is Subway, bro, because Subway finds a way to come out with a new sandwich every month or whatever, but it's just repackaged, the same shit that they've always had, just repackaged. They might throw some ranch on a chicken sandwich, you know what I mean? They might heat some shit up that used to be a cold sandwich, you know what I mean? But essentially it's just the same stuff. And I know y'all are gonna slaughter me in the comments and shit, but I really did try to keep an unbiased mindset going into it, and I don't think I trashed this as much as some other ones. I didn't hate this as much as some other Tom Macdonald tracks, you know what I'm saying? So call me your worst name down in the comments. Whoever calls me the worst name, I'll pin that shit and give you a little 15 seconds for fame, you know what I'm saying? Nah, but for real, let's holler at me in the comments or whatever. Say your worst, you know, let's have a discussion about this shit. On the dope scale, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna give this some mids. I think I gave it some Reggies last time, so there is some growth. I'm gonna give it some mids on the dope scale right now. But that's all I got for today's video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that sub to show some love. Leave a comment down below as well. Let me know what you thought about this track and where you're ranking this in the dope scale. And remember, if it's not too dope, then it's probably mids.